This is Xenia Valeska and talking about something. Hashtag decolonize. So there are myriads of misconceptions about what colonization actually is, not because it's so intransparent, or the other word would be opaque. No, it's because people just are not interested anymore. They choose not knowing stuff, not checking anything, not reading the news, not reading history, not reading philosophy, not reading anthropology, not reading ethnology, not reading communication sciences, not reading semiology, sciences, numerology, ontology, metaphysics, physics, astrophysics, biology. Like, you can go on counting history. Nobody I actually met in the last, just say, month, maybe one person. Yeah, but yeah, like I said, nobody seems to be interested anymore because everybody kind of joined the end game doomster mob. This is a very specific development in a world which is actually not doomed. I don't know where you get this information from. It is not doomed. There is no doomsday, no day X, no whatever nuclear super strike. Nothing is coming. Nothing of it is coming. How do I know this? Because I do what the other folks don't seem to do. Just read the news. And yeah, I also studied all of Western philosophy and far right tactics and neo right tactics and meta politics and identitarian movement and ethno pluralism and whatever, European nationalism, fake history production, propaganda, post propaganda, all these techniques from derailing, gaslighting, fire hosing. There are like a lot of those, a lot of those. And maybe I will sound arrogant to you, or narcissist, or self convicted, or how's the word? It's a wonderful Greek word for it. Philodoxic, which means I only believe in my own opinion. But I have an opinion which is not going to be part of this stream, which probably will be not on YouTube. Maybe I try to upload this stuff on YouTube, but I don't know. The Alphabet crew also joined the dark accelerationist axis of Killzone, which I already said is going nowhere. they are losing, like, big time. They are really losing everything. That doesn't mean it's not terrifying, sad, and hardcore violent. Millions and millions of more people are going to die because what is happening in the United States of America right now. They are just on the kill frenzy. They don't mind. This is more than eugenicism. You know, eugenicism? It's the opposite of intersectionality. If you would have read a book, you would have maybe known. So now I show you some books because I'm really bored. So we start with that book. It's a good book written by Patricia Hill Collins, Intersectionality as Critical Social Theory. I'm not throwing it away because I don't like it. I'm throwing it away because you think if somebody throws a book it means it's a clown. And that's why you are all clowns. You are ass clowns. You are the worst. Like, I guess there are some people maybe listening to this sometime in some day in some place who are not, but it's obviously not most people I know. And I know lots of people, and I've traveled the scenes, different scenes, especially what is called the German left, which is kind of a non-existent nightmare, which is in the old days they called it a live action role-playing adventure. And I'm not kind of into this to just do a defamation thing against leftism, because I am a socialist, leftist, communist, anarchist, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going into details because you don't get the differences anyways. So yeah, there are a million ways to be an anarchist, for example, but you just think anarchism, communism, socialism, liberalism, neoliberalism, fascism, whatever, or it is so ridiculous. I will tell you again, it's ridiculous. This is not 1910 or 1870 or 1789 or 1775 or 1640 or 1420 or like the age of Jesus or the age of whatever, the old Egyptians or the age of Gilgamesh or the age of Oceania or whatever age. No, it's the nightmare age of 2025. Whoa. Now you're scared. You're scared of the facts. You're scared of reality. And then you make up some elusive illusions about, ooh, I'm going to do something. Yeah, I'm going to do something. Oh, yeah. Good luck. There's nothing left to do. All your, like your, not mine. That's the funny part here. So I'm in a good mood. I'm enjoying this wonderful world. But as I know, all around the place are just random imbeciles. It's not a problem for me because, if you know stuff like me, you don't, it doesn't make me, it bores me. It really does. It's so boring, boring as hell. Because people just think it is too complicated. It is too complicated. And why do people think it's all too complicated? Because they think they need to understand everything. It's not the point. You don't have to understand. Maybe overstand or stand beside it. Oh, wow. It's so sad. And it's tragic. And it's, yeah, if you want to use a very populist term, it's like white supremacy winning, like all the way. At least in your minds, because you are living in not this reality. No, 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 no. You are living in your. There was once a reality where I could figure out the world and now I can do stuff. But you never figured out any of this world. You didn't. Oh, I can just imagine the faces of people going like, "Who is this person? Does this person has even written a book? Does it even written? Is it a philosophy person? Where is the professor? Where's the website? Where's the Instagram account? Where's the account? Where's the account? Where's the account? Where is? Do you really think that if you want to change the world, free emancipation, global freedom, like save the children or persons, they should be called you. Again, it's a eugenicist concept. So yeah, you're mostly like maybe the people who have strong disabilities can understand that it is not about being a human in this gatekeeping style of eugenicist, which is, like I said before, I'm going to get back my book, like Patricia Hill Collins will tell you in the beginning of this book, that eugenicism is intersectional. And it's actually the origin of power dominance, white supremacy way of using combined analytical categories to create subhumans. And this is not the end of the story. It's also the story of speciesism. So thinking, oh, the animals, they cannot talk, so we can just kill them because we never know if they feel anything, blah, 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 blah. Wow, yeah, whoa, yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do because you're actually not gonna do anything of importance. It's really baseline nothingness. It's so ridiculous that I am just like I said, fuck, effing, effing bored, boredom, boredom. Yeah, I'm so bored that I'm now doing some random live stream to some almost already totally blocked YouTube channel in which the alphabet people have ridiculously now decided they're not a Jewish company, but instead using the AI and stuff to do whatever, like maybe do the stuff that is actually real, like scanning the people from everywhere and getting all the information and just having, how is it called, totally transparent warfare. You don't have to hide or block your phone or yeah, you can do that, and it certainly will give you more time. So if you want to not be as stupid as you should be, then you will not go on posting your weird takes on politics on meta platforms, and maybe join the Fediverse and stop using all this bullshit technology and think that the state of the art technology. I will tell you something, it is not. This technology here, these phones and these computers and this stuff, it's all old school technology for consumer use. So the technology that is actually used is in military use. So if you want to know about technology, you should read military news, which is what I am doing. I am not reading like the newspaper. I also do because I'm really interested in having metacritical information on what is left out in the common sense newsroom. But what I actually read is military news. And there's so much of it online. You can like I can go to so many different web pages where they have to, because I don't know if they have to, but they love to just put out all the information on what technology they actually, that's the fun part, they actually used. Yeah, because the technology they actually use is the one on, they write, it's in development. So maybe if you have a degree in whatever media analysis, you probably didn't put it to any use because you still think, oh, I think the Daily Show is lying, or the in Germany it's called Tagesschau, or I think you cannot trust the newspaper, which is totally fine. You don't have to, because if this till here was already too complicated and too much and too intellectual and brainy and formalistic and abstract and whatever you want to call your anti-Semitic weirdo shit, it is fucking effing. I don't know what YouTube's gonna do with it. I don't fucking care. Yeah, you should. I don't know. You're done with, like, intellectually, morally, ethically, in any way. It's over. You just like, what do you want to hear? What kind of insult do you like today for being a white supremacist? Huh? Hmm. Which one you like? Which one do you want? You want to be part of the SS, the German-based Schutzstaffel, the people who, even when in 1945 the war was already lost, they took in the 16-year-olds and put them into bomber planes and put them into the, like, just raping children or stuff. That's what they want. So, oh, you're already over your limit of what this. Oh, you think that's much, oh, and think that, and you now to have it because it's so amazingly sad. You want me again to talk about Auschwitz? You want me again to talk about reality? Do you think reality is made up of like everybody's doing their best? Where is murder coming from? Huh? Where's war coming from? Where is it all coming from? From people trying their best and being hurt by the system? Yeah, it's all so bad. We're so hurt by the system, so we're gonna out and rape some children. I'm so hurt. I'm so overwhelmed. So I really need to like start acting like some kind of supremacist. Yeah, I'm so hurt. I'm so insecure. Maybe I even got imposter syndrome. Well, you schizophrenic idiots, this is not real. It is not happening. It is not even the Matrix or something wonderfully spectacular, some super plot to make you misinformed, and now you can go behind the mirror glass and find out Alice truth about the labyrinthic style of post-production. Oh, it's not. It's not. It's just white supremacy. That's all of it. And yeah, you don't have to have the skin color to be a white supremacist. No, you just join the crew, the winner crew, the people who kill crew, the kill out boom, boom, boom button crew, the nuclear waste into your Gaza Strip crew, the everyone going bam, 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 militia, boom, boom crew, the one patriarchy big guy saying, yeah, we had the plan, we are the communists. You go to some stupid conference and let you tell some 70-year-old gray-headed 80s kind of stupid philosopher who doesn't even stand Gilles Deleuze to tell you, yeah, I think Gilles Deleuze and I think Gramsci. What do you think is going on here? You think you take like 1920s theory and walk the earth? It's amazingly ridiculous. So I am not angry. I'm just like I said, sometimes I'm sad, sometimes I'm disappointed, sometimes, and this most of the time, I'm just so bored and I don't even know how and who to talk to about this. Yeah, like I got like some people who at least recognize because they know me that I actually did the research, which is they call it militant research, which is you go into the spaces and you just find it out in praxis. You don't sit on your desk and do this. I also do this, but only to inform the militant research, to go into the spaces and find out what they fucking do, not what they talk about. Because signs, I saw the sign, and YouTube will infringe my copyright. So what do you think is going on in the world? You think I'm based in Germany, so there's German elections coming up in 2 days. So what do you think is going to happen in the German elections? Maybe some people will vote for the libertarian doomsday party called Alternative Party. And then there are other people who will vote for the neoliberal doomsday parties like the Green Party or the Christian Party, or even the old Socialist Party, like which was a good party maybe before, like whatever. So yeah, I don't even count all the other parties. So yeah, you can still in Germany you can still go out and vote for the left party because they actually do 80s socialist party style. You know what in Germany the guy calls Willy Brandt. This is what the left party is doing now. You think that's progressive? Yeah, in a world of doomsday cult, it is progressive to not say, yeah, let's kill everybody. Yeah, that's really progressive. Like, wow, yeah, I think that's really nice. And yeah, you can always say we want to leave NATO or whatever, open the fences, the borders or whatever. But you know what? It's not gonna do anything. And why? because there is no economic national sovereignty. There is not. There is not. You remember when, like, people, you want to go back in time, where people in Chile really elected some guy who was a real socialist? And you go further, more forward in time, where people in Greece elected a real left wing party. What happened? So, what do you think is going to happen if you just think, oh, I'm gonna vote, and then the left party or whatever, they will not, what, I hope they get their two-digit numbers, they're gonna be great, and they're gonna do the stuff which is actually baseline socialism, but it's not gonna do anything in the sense of heal the world. No, it's not. It's not gonna do anything. And I could now go back to the old communist slogans and say, hey, you need to organize. But I feel like if you tell white supremacists to organize, they form a police squad. That's what they do. So living here in Germany, hmm, and people, they think like there is something like German culture. You really think there is German culture? There's no German culture. Oh my God, you said not listening, not hearing, not reading people. There's no German culture. There's a colonial culture, which is about supremacy, which is coded as culture. So, yeah, there are people in the world have culture. Indigenous people have culture. German people have supremacist playbooks and they think it's their culture. So if you think you are German or you are bio-German or you are born German, or even if you think, like, I don't know what people think, they come from Bavaria or Saxony or Thuringia or like whatever they supposedly think. No, you don't come from fucking anywhere. You're born a soldier. You're born a schizophrenic soldier. That is what this is about. So you are raised in your nuclear family to become another colonial super soldier. Yes, that's your plan. And some people have a heart. So they become hippies mostly. And they walk barefoot and they dress funnily. And then they say, I'm just a human, I'm just a human, and I like the birds and the bees and the animals. And that's, on the first side, it sounds better than the just I am the police situation, but problem is it's maybe saving you. Maybe that's okay. I don't, I think any soul needs to be saved. So yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, you should do something, at least just not intentionally be a bad person. Yeah, that's kind of a, like, wow, yeah. So yeah, so if you are organized as a in a politics group, like any kind, you're probably from a heart and soul perspective, you're far worse than any esoteric yoga practicing, yogurt drinking, granola person. You are. And again, if you feel like, oh, this person here, she, yeah, mhm, she, the trans woman in your screen with the beard, is telling you that you are a shithead and you don't want to believe it. Why? Why don't you? I thought you read a book about anti racism where it says everyone is a racist. You remember? Maybe you read a book about patriarchy or listened to a podcast and it said growing up in patriarchy makes everyone part of patriarchy. So you think it's a like voluntary choice to say, I'm not racist, I'm not patriarchal, I'm not transphobic, I'm not sexist, I'm not speciesist, I'm not colonialist, I'm not ableist. Yeah, you maybe you get there someday, but who cares now? because yeah, like I said, like most people just join doomsday cult, and yeah, they think it's a saving whatever. Yeah. Again, the white devil will love you. Hmm? So yeah, it's a great choice. So what can you do? Hmm. First of all, you have to stop believing you're a good person. Why should you be a good person? Nobody ever made you a good person. Have you been loved truly? Have you learned to listen to people, ignoring any kind of hierarchy, just listening to people, like to the people on the street, in the supermarket? Like, to me, did you learn? No, you didn't. You learned that there is some qualification that needs to be there, that people have to listen to you. So first, if you are a baby, you are not to be listened to, because if you go meow 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 meow, that is not language. So like, you don't listen. And yeah, not talking about the animals again, but so, did you learn to listen? No. So you can't. So what you gonna do? Some people, I said, yeah, they chose the way of love, yeah, and they do know how to listen, but they get, how's the modern word? Gaslit. That means that people around them will tell them, yeah, you should maybe do differently. Look, you're like not really using a proper method of raising your child or talking to your dog or interacting with people, and you don't have a proper job, and you cannot really work, and why are you always tired and depressed? There are so many options to have. What do you think? So yeah, first step, just accept you're a bad person. If you are a born whitey face person, because even if there are many layers of this, which maybe I can talk about someday, the world outside uh, the world of power and dominance don't care. It is a recognition based identification logic. So I can tell you I am not a white person in the cultural sense, but it doesn't make any difference if I go out on the street and I go to a police officer and say in finest German, "Oh, Goethe, Goethe, Goethe," then everyone will set me free and beat up the person with the not white face. Yeah, and it even applies if you're rich, because racism is super cool. Hehehe, sarcasm. You know, it just works. So if you want to find out anything about the world, you maybe just go outside and use your senses. It's really, like I said, it's so boring for me because it's like preschool knowledge, which nobody wants to accept. So yeah. Um, So what to do? I think I already insulted most of you, and now you feel like I'm the enemy, which is kind of the proper reaction because, like Sarah Ahmed, the only feminist scholar which I like, wrote in her book, which is available in German as called Feministisch Leben. It's a book in German. You can just order it now and then read it, and then you will find out that it is about listening to people and telling your story. And if other people tell their story, you just listen to the story. And if you think something is weird about the story or you don't understand, you can always say, "Oh, that was weird." Or, "I don't understand." Or, "Why are you saying this?" And you can even say, "Oh, I don't know if I have time for this conversation." But what you can never say is, "It is not true," or "I think you're wrong." You can say that in a very formal setting of academic discourse. But if you talk to anyone who is not engaged in some locked in institutional, uh, what to call it, safe space, you will not. do that. You will just listen, and if somebody says, hey, that was racist, that was transphobic, that was ableist, you will say, why? Hmm, what about that? And I think that's all I have to say because, like I said, I'm exquisitely bored. And I feel like it doesn't really matter who I talk to anymore. Yeah, I got good love. I got love to people who are close to me. And I got love for everyone in a conceptual way. And I bless everyone and I pray to all the gods. And I don't have anything against any kind of belief system you live in because, as I figured out in my research, it doesn't make a difference. Doesn't make a difference if you believe in Allah or Jesus Christ or Shambhala Shambhala. It doesn't matter. If you're a colonial white supremacist person, you should maybe listen to the person saying, hey, why are you doing that? And then maybe you have a conversation, and there are so many layers. You can learn so much. It's so amazing. This world is such a great place to learn. But learning is not about knowing it better and being a narcissist and being a German. It is not. So quit your supremacy. And if you already know how to love, just do that because that's good. And then we can learn how to hope, and then we find hope, and then we do global revolution. It's gonna happen. So, and we will win. So, vote however you like. Maybe not the Doomsday Squad, but the rest is silence. So be blessed. Sincerely yours, Xenia Valeska.